Hi, Giggles. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. I might have to permanently move this because Tuesday night is Scott night, and I might have to participate in that. Thank you. I feel like I need a darker pen. Let's try red. That's also not very noticeable. Maybe a little bit more. Hi, Maurice. Okay. No, I know I didn't see you on yesterday, but it's only because I have an alarm. I don't always get to come when you're on lately, and I've been through. Oh, okay. Hey, Kate. Well, I was sitting there and I was chatting away and not paying attention to time. And I had thought earlier, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta remember today's Tuesday and I gotta go live. And well, I did not remember, but also uh, Friday, I have family coming into town staying with me this time. So instead of me traveling to family, this time family's traveling to me. So Friday night, I probably won't be going live. And then Saturday is going to be a fun activities kind of day. So I won't be able to reschedule it to Saturday. Sunday, I'm going to try to do both work and squeeze in lunch with the fam. We'll see how that works out. Thank you, Maurice. Member for 33 months and counting. Yeah. Thank you. Well, see, you're all good now. How will the 4-day metal festival go tomorrow? I will probably meet lots of men. Anyone worth the effort or only guys looking to hook up? Let's see. So what about that guy? Aren't you going to be, isn't that there going to be a guy there that you're meeting? That's supposed to join you? Let's see. I've been having anxiety because my brother flew to beat some girl in Colombia, and he's never traveled outside the US. And then the girls that hung out with me, and they got in trouble, so I haven't really slept well. Wow. Oh, yes, Katara, I am blessed to have family that loves me. And Kate says, I always meet people I haven't known before on the festival. It's such fun. That's great. I that's nice. I'm a little shy, but I do like try to talk to people, especially if I'm alone. I try to talk to people. I remember one concert that I was at. It was and I usually go to concerts with my daughter or somebody. But I went to Van Halen. I had to see Van Halen with Wolfie and David and Eddie, R.I.P. Eddie, and that was a really good one. But I was by myself. But it was really cool, like all these different like lines and hanging out, like all these dudes around my age, and And it's just like this whole nostalgia vibe, and everybody's just kind of talking about different things, and we're like commenting, like everybody's kind of like chiming in and commenting on the conversation. That was kind of fun, but I didn't actually like meet anyone. Hey, Laura. I'm sorry, Katara. I wish I could say the same for you too. You deserve love. What's up, Laura? Big spender, thank you. Hashtag. All right, thank you. Maurice, though, well, let's see if I can. It's tricky to get the question unless I go get my laptop. I could go do that though. All right. Kate says, I go to concerts a lot, but usually all by myself, and I don't meet people there or anywhere since I just go to work and family and home. Festival is the only place where I actually meet people. Yeah, nice. Hey, Jolene. Hi, everyone. Just stopping by to say hi. I'm not home any and may miss the live. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Katara says, when my mom was alive, she and I tried to go to as many concerts as we could. That's nice. My mom and dad were opera singers, and they liked classical music, and that's the one area where we really didn't have that much in common, except now we're both singing with a German group together. But she, I mean, they reluctantly let me play rock and roll in the house, but mostly they liked, classical music. So, I saw a lot of operas, that's for sure. I saw operas and I saw symphonies. So I had nothing against that either. All all music. But I definitely had that rock thing going in me. I guess it came from being a angry teenager or something. Something happened to me. I remember roller skating to disco. It's like and then I think it was Kiss. When Kiss came along, I was like, "Who is this?" And Kiss kind of made me go from loving disco to loving rock and roll. And the rest was history. Soon after Kiss was Van Halen and so on, and then then I had to refresh on all the rock that I had missed while I was in my disco phase, like Led Zeppelin and so on. But yeah, yes, Queen. Right. Adam is he's I loved him on American Idol. He was one of my favorites. That season that he was on was probably the best one. They had just such amazing people in that one. And Maurice says, my questions are, as always, what do the cards see for my current job and finances? Right. $18. Thank you. And Kate says, my last concert was Shane Smith and the Saints. And Katara says, my last concert was 30 Seconds to Mars in Chicago. Nice. I always get 30 Seconds to Mars and 3 Days Grace, and the other one with three. But anyway, the one with Jared Leto, what before he was like a big actor, I got to see him. He was really, really good. All right, what am I getting? Uh, I was gonna get up and get something. Not sure why. I was gonna go get it. All right, thrice. Um, I don't know. What, was I gonna get something? I'm thinking, I'm thinking. Newfound Glory and Walk the Moon were my first concerts besides Testo. Three doors down. Is that it? Yeah. My very first concert was the Pointer Sisters. Salt peanuts, salt peanuts. And I didn't know what they were saying. They're saying it so fast. Sopina, 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 Sopina. And I finally I looked it up like salt peanuts. And they singing salt peanuts very fast. Salt peanuts, salt peanuts. Tiesto DJ. Newfound Glory. I don't know what any of that is. Yes. And his brother Shannon. Rock on. All right, so we're gonna get with giggles first. A little bit of different crowd on Wednesday night here. I like this. Oh, that's what I was gonna get. I was gonna get my tablet, but now I don't have to because Maurice spelled it out for me. Sawyer Brown. Shannon just got married. Yes, to that model, right? Yep. Okay. Cara Santana or something. Carlos? Alrighty. Giggles. Now, what are you're worried about your brother? He went to meet somebody? Next concert will be Heaven, an open air park here, magical. No, the model's name says guitar. Giggles? Both heaven and haven. Oh. Yes, my emotions are everywhere right now. If I can just have some clarity on the situation with the girls and their parents. Okay, so break down the girls' situation for me here. Who are the girls? This is your. Okay, I'm trying to remember now. You work with one of the parents. Rolando. Yeah, Rolando is the dad. I didn't want to overstep, but I had to tell the parents they didn't want to go home. Oh. Let's backtrack. Okay. I've been having anxiety because my brother flew to meet some girl in Colombia and he's never traveled outside the US. And then the girls that hung out with me, they got in trouble. So I haven't really slept well. And these girls, are they related to Rolando? Yes, they are besties, and I took them to the park, McDonald's, and to watch a movie. And I was getting late. It was getting late, and they were making excuses not to go home. Okay, girls making excuses. And who are these girls again? One of them is the daughter of Adamaris, who is the ex-wife of Rolando, and Victoria is the bestie. Your bestie? I have my computer so I can type fast. Oh, that's nice. I like when I can do that too. Yeah, yes, the mom passed away when she was a baby. Adamaris's mom passed away. Mom passed away. Okay. Okay. So, and Victoria's Adamaris's bestie. Okay. They're besties. All right. So, and Adamaris's mom, Rolando's wife, is passed. But it was Victoria that thought you and Rolando should get together? Yes, and the grandparents are very involved. And I remember the grandparents liking you in that one reading. Like treating you like your family. Grandparents are very involved. I heard them get after them. Oh, okay. After her. After Adamaris. And both girls wanted to be with you. Want me with him. Okay. They like you. They want you. Like, I feel like pretty much everybody's on your side. Why is Rolando so, like, slow moving here? You're already part of the family, and the girls just want to hang out with you all the time. Victoria calls me Tia. What? See? And Adamaris calls me stepmom. Okay, giggles. All you have to do is get a ring, and you're good to go. Yeah, it's funny. It's like you got check mark approval from grandparents, you got approval from children. They don't want to let you go. They love hanging out with you. Rolando also has feelings for you, but he is being very mysterious. So, what is the question? Are the girls in trouble? Are you in trouble because of hanging out with the girls? Is that the question? Are are we gonna ask? Did you want me to ask if your brother's gonna be safe? I got the Rainbow Heart Tarot today, so it's a little bit hipper, more stylish. Check the energies. Okay, I'm gonna check on your brother first, and then I'll check on, the girl situation. What's on the girls' minds, or what's on like the grandparents' mind because of the girls. Thank you. Yes, my bro, and yes, the grandparents. Okay. Before we begin, I'm going to make a protection prayer. So, uh, should I light it? I'll just ask. And is Rolando upset? Okay. So the protection prayer, I ask that spirit and angels and guardians and guides, I'm asking for a beautiful ray of light to enter at the top of my head. And as I breathe in, my lungs expand. And I breathe out. And then I create a circle. And I step into it. And I feel protected and connected. And I ask that messages come only from the highest sources to bring clarity, goodness, and solutions for the sparkles of light. Alrighty. And Katara feeling so drained lately, been dizzy and hungrier than usual, huh? Sometimes I forget I'm even real. Oh, I understand. Like maybe you're like experiencing like a starseed kind of energy. Yeah. All right. So let's see about Giggle's brother. Is he okay? And anything to be concerned or not? Ooh, the world. And interesting because the world has like that travel energy and it also has a female. So it's like, oh, it's nice. I think he's going to be very happy. He's going to feel so happy. This person he's meeting, she's going to be awesome. He's going to feel so like in love. Yeah. He may be in his head a little bit. Might be like during the trip. Ooh, the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there's just kind of like a sensual energy there. Like he. Oh, like I think your brother wants to take it into a romantic. You know, I don't know. He wants to be a little bit romantic with this person. Also, also like almost considering, you know, making it official or committing to her, but he's like in his head a little bit too much. Like I think he thinks she's amazing and that he's having a great time, but there's a part of him that wants to commit, but he's like going back and forth about that idea. So like he's not real sure. He's not sure if this is a fling and is this fun or is this something that he's going to turn into something permanent. So that's where it's going. But otherwise, I think he's quite happy. He's quite happy, and I feel like if he uses his intuition and tries to get out of his head and goes into his his third eye, his intuition, that he'll figure it out. It looks like it through pictures. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It does. It's like the all the symbols. Symbols do, yeah, it does have kind of an awakening energy. The pomegranate, yeah. The pomegranate has, to me, like a sensuality about it. And it's fruit. And it could feel like forbidden fruit, too, but it's not necessarily forbidden fruit. It feels like it's an opening. It's like a cut fruit. It's like open and juicy and ready. And so that's why it feels so sensual to me. So, yeah, whether to, you know, to get physical with her. Anyway, so let's not worry about brother because I think he's doing fine. He's doing fine. And all the other choices he makes, though, he can make them. He's a grown man. All right. Oh yeah, that's a great one. I love Persephone and Hades as well. So now let's see about the grandparents. How do the grandparents feel about you, Giggles, the way the way the girls have been like hanging with you and not not I mean they don't want to stop playing and having a good old time. Typical girls. Typical kids. He's going with it within his intuition. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and better to think before you act, right? So that's a good thing. Okay, so you're the grandparents, eight of wands, very nice. And six of cups. Oh, it feels sweet. The grandparents are so nice. They're like very magnanimous. It's like they can't find fault in you at all. There's nothing wrong with you. You're perfectly fine. I think the only thing that they're concerned with, it looks like, okay, here. I think what they're concerned with is they don't care if the girls hang out with you, and even if they stay late, they need you to call, like you to call. They need the girls to call. The girls need to stay in communication, and if any of the plans change, like if they were meant to be home by like 7 and they stay out until 8, they have to immediately say something. That's all they really want. And if the girls are only telling like their dad or somebody else or um, then the grandparents, they just want to be in the loop. They want to know what's going on. They want to be in the loop. But anyway, it feels nice. It's like good communication, very quick moving. Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's like the grandparents they just think that you're definitely family, and you know that they're safe with you. And then look, this kind of looks like it could be Rolando. And maybe the grandparents are thinking, as long as he doesn't care, we don't care. As long as he's in control of the situation, or everybody's letting him know where everybody is and how everybody is, then that's okay. And the Six of Pentacles, this is nice too. It feels like there feels like a lot of trust here. Like when you're out and about, they trust you to you know, they trust you enough. The family trusts you enough to know when to give in to the girls, to cut them off, to say no, we can't go here. No, maybe we should change this. Like to give them boundaries. Actually, I think they trust you with that. Like they're looking at you like you're some kind of, I don't know, special person. Oh, you're sort of a beloved person here, especially the dad. So either this is Rolando again or the granddad, but the masculines, definitely the father figures in this situation, approve of your kindness and generosity. Oh, that's sweet, Katara. I've even sent, so Giggle says even sent him a voice note, but he didn't respond on the second note, second one. Wow. Why do guys do that? I mean, out there, y'all speak to us. Be responsive. What does that mean when y'all are not responsive? Does that mean that you don't like us? That you like us too much? That you like a lot of girls and you don't want to give us any particular treatment or attention? Or I don't get it. Or you're lazy? Or you just don't like texting? What's going on? Okay, yes, because I've been spoiling them with Starbucks and McDonald's. Oh, hey, Kine. I'll look into that if I have a little time at the end. I got a lot of big readings today, so we'll see. But I most likely would have some time. So let's figure out Rolando. The one that's the hardest to figure out in this whole context of your relationship with everybody. The girls love you, the grandparents love you, everybody loves you. What's going on with Rolando? Why is he not communicating as well as he should? Well, first, let me see what's coming up next in love. Ah, on the floor. Okay. Self-love. Love yourself first. You know, I feel like sometimes these things happen because it's like a universe test. Like universe is saying, is watching you, and to see if you have patience, to see if you love yourself first and not buying into this self-worth bad talk to yourself. Like, let's say for instance, okay, in this example, right, Rolando is not responding as quickly as we imagine he should, right? Or at all. And it creates a kind of insecurity with you, right? That's not fair, guys. By the way, that's not fair. But anyway, our insecurity is our business, right? So instead of letting it make us feel insecure, we don't. We just say, oh, well, I'm going to go do this and this and this. And whenever he reaches out, he reaches out. And I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because I I'm worth a lot. You know, myself, I love myself. If he doesn't love me, then oh whatever, too bad. So so giggles, just enjoy yourself, enjoy the love of the family, and let that be enough for now. Eventually it all come around. You know what? You know what? Oh my gosh, giggles. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a pick a card next week when I have time again. When everybody's gone home and I have free time again. I'm gonna do, what movie does your love life resemble the most? Now, Giggles, I didn't get a movie yet for you, but I remember Bella when she came on live. I did the whole Twilight movie for her. Giggles, you know what movie yours resembles, which is my favorite movie of all time, is The Sound of Music. So, The Sound of Music, this is a man who already has kids, and the lady comes in. She has to be their, you know, nanny, and he keeps it very professional, but he does fall in love with her, but he can't tell her, I guess because he has a certain code in his mind. He can't say what his feelings. He can't feel his wife. In the movie is his wife had passed away, and so he could do the easy thing and go with some kind of hoity-toity lady, or he could let his heart feel again and feel and fall in love with the late with Maria, the one who's so good with his kids. Like the hoity-toity lady's not good with his kids, and everybody's like, nobody, all the nannies that came through had all quit because they couldn't handle the kids. But Maria, she connects it with the kids, and Maria's sassy and smart enough to stand up to the captain and put him in his place, which is a very twin flamey thing. Like, they triggered each other, and by the way they triggered each other, they grew and became their higher selves, right? Of course, it's all nice and neat and wrapped up in a 2.5 hour movie, but that's how these things work. So sometimes. So what I'm thinking, it may take a little while, but the best thing you can do is just love yourself first and love the girls, and just keep on loving them. And guess what will happen next? These all came out together. There is passion there. When you look into each other, there's a recognition, like this soul connection. So it's there, and it's all possible sometime in the future. But just mostly focus on this part right now, okay? Because this part is inevitable. It just seems like that is your destiny. All right, so let's see, what is he thinking right now about you? You'll be my other niece. That's cute. Yes. Like, do you want me to take you to Starbucks, to McDonald's, Rolando? I'll splurge on you too. All right. So he's mystified. He I think he's like, he just doesn't know what he's thinking and feeling. There's something really intriguing and magical about you, and he doesn't know why and what and what's going on with him. But he still has, like, I feel like his loss is still there. It's very tender. It's still, I don't know if it's just soon, or is it maybe there's a part that feels like he would betray her if he moved on, or something. Could be something there. But anyway, but he really feels content with you. Like, this is an interesting one, because this is feeling so content with you. I'm ready to introduce you to the people important to me. But you already been introduced to the people important to him, and they love you and accept you. And so this is very strange. It's like the cart before the horse. It's like, first you fall in love with the guy, then you have to see if the family loves you too. Well, this is going to be the reverse. He already feels like a connection with you, but he's not ready to admit anything until some time passes. But you're being yourself, your sweet self is winning everybody over. Eventually, will win him over. I know. I even told the parents, you got a free babysitter. Yeah. Anything else? I think I've hit it though. I think it has to do with with Adamaris. Addie. It has to do with Adamaris. Ooh, oh my gosh, I got big goosebumps on that one. Maybe Addie, a spirit guide representing Addie, has touched me. But look, he wants to marry you. Without a doubt, you are the one for my other half. Will you marry me? So a proposal in the future seems kind of likely. I don't know how far into the future, but just, don't worry about timing. I feel like just enjoy. I mean, if you like hanging out with the girls, then hang out with them, if you enjoy spending time with the family, why not? Right now it's like you're his sister instead of his wife, or girl. I feel like there could be a shift. It's interesting in the Sound of Music, the captain, the way he talks to Maria, it's almost, he has a little bit of superiority attitude towards her, like she's a bumbling nun, and he's doesn't have any silliness that she is. But after a while, he realizes that's all his ego getting in the way to protect his heart, and he lets it down. He becomes vulnerable. He lets go of all of that pretense, and that one dance. Oh my gosh, I love this movie so much. You don't even know. But that dance, when they look at each other while they're dancing, and you can see it in their eyes, it's like, oh no, what just happened to me right now as I'm looking into your eyes? And her cheeks get like bright red because she realizes it. And, he's all flustered too. And that's like, that to me, that's a simple thing. It's simple and sweet. It's not lustful and, let's go to the bed and bang each other, which is great too. I love that kind of stuff, don't get me wrong. But it's that that moment, that sweetness and falling in love. And then the reason why I liked it too, it's not like, not like High School Musical where the boys are like the girls, and sweet and everything. No, this is good. He's a man's man. He's a real dude, he's captain of, he's military, whatever. He's the real dude. So when a real guy, a man's man, can get like that, all flustered and falling in love, Yeah, it's kind of hard. Like it makes a man feel funny. It's like, oh my God, what's going on? Anyway, so I think that's kind of what might be going on. I just feel like give it a little more time. You'll be okay. So Giggle says the feelings no, but oh my God, he saw all my crazy posts of my BFF's birthday. I made like 4 or 5 posts full of collages, photos, all the wild nights. I feel like he's studying me or like in tune, but paying attention to how I show up for people or how I am overall. Yeah, and of course he's concerned dad, so he has to make sure you're not a crazy person. But yeah, I definitely like he's seeing you from a distance and admiring you. Just like when the Baroness tells the captain, why don't you, oh no, she tells Maria, she's like, why don't you wear that pretty little blue dress that night like you did that night when the captain couldn't take his eyes off of you? And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, it's like things, little clues. They're going to be clues until it all kind of comes out in the open. So don't worry. And look, he's got all these people on your side. You got all these people on your side. Both the girls think he should get with you. Maybe that's another thing too. Maybe he just doesn't want people telling him what to do and he wants to figure it out for himself. And he's like, I'm not going to do what they need to do just because she spoils them and gives them McDonald's and Starbucks. That's not enough reason for me, But like he's like thinking these things. Like he doesn't want to be told what to do. He wants it to come naturally. He wants to make the choice himself. But he will. He will eventually. He's just mystified right now. But he has this also in his head. All right. Okay, that was kind of long. So time to go now. You're welcome so much. Okay. So Maurice. Maurice. Let's see. Maurice, are you still there? Maurice, we're going to ask more about job and career and life path. I got all of that ready here. I pulled a bunch of those kinds of decks that could dive into that because I had a private reading and the person was interested, and so I'm like, okay, what are good decks for that? But hers has sort of a feminine edge to it, so yours has more of a masculine edge to it. Let's start off with the Kipper. Let's do it. I like the Kipper. Kind of gives me cigar and bourbon energy. It's like a kind of a masculine vibe. Hey, Terry. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, and Terry, I don't think I'm gonna be coming on Friday night because I have family in town. But if you know where to find me, if you need anything, just shoot me an email and I can get you any kind of question if you still want one. Or I'll be back to the regular scheduled program next week. Last night I just totally forgot. I forgot. And also, Since I was only going to have one this week, I feel like Wednesday made more sense. All right. Let's see. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Excuse my sons. I'll be right back. Are you just on TikTok or YouTube too? Okay. Well, my son's all excited because he just recently, he's always been an amazing dancer. He was really good at hip hop. He liked to also he like what is it called, break dance and spin on his head and things like that when he was younger. And so just one, I don't know what made him want to do it, but one night, I guess it was some kind of dance challenge. And so he's like, you know what, I can do that. And so he goes outside and dances to the beat really well. And now it's viral on TikTok. So if y'all want to go check out Sergio, I forgot what his name is now on TikTok. But anyway, you guys might remember Sergio. He went live with me one night, but he is viral, so he's all excited about it. Okay. Okay, Terry. All right, let's get back to Maurice. So it's funny that you got the occupation card, and this great way to start off. And the good news is you're going to be doing a job that you love because, or you just enjoy it. The occupation card represents work that you like doing. So that's nice. Let's see what else. Because let me just give you, for example, here. The toil and labor card is work that is kind of like a grind, right? 9 to 5, not necessarily a job that you love, but the occupation card is. So I think that's nice that that came out. Ooh, all right. Family room, maybe something from home, maybe a hobby. My cats keep opening the door. I'll close the door again. Pumpkin is strong like a bull. She's a Taurus, so yeah. She like plows through her big old beefy shoulders. Okay. Oh, a gift coming through for you, Maurice. Very nice. Huh. Maybe a way to have more time off or work from home or something like some kind of inheritance or bonus or promotion or some way to do something different to give yourself that gives you like more flexibility. Yeah. It's something that is making you feel happy about work. You have the child. That's good. Child is kind of like a little bit more carefree, lighthearted energy. Some also can represent something new. It also can represent trust. distant horizons. So this could be like not, coming a little bit later, maybe later in the month or later in July. It could be, could have something to do with travel or somebody or people who are foreign. Ooh, and a mature woman is here. This could be a love interest, or it could be a future partner or boss, somebody that you'll, this could be like since there's a woman in that card, it could be that somebody has a job for you and say, hey, we like to offer you something. And it feels like a gift. Wow. And you got the unexpected income card. So the gift coming through could be some money that you weren't necessarily planning, that it was, something is coming through that you hadn't thought of, or that you hadn't put into consideration, or something, or a promotion, or an opportunity, or somebody reaching out and saying something like, giving you a gift of like, would you like this? I have this available and it will make you, it's a pay increase or something like that. HR has a woman that I have been dealing with connected to my promotion. Oh, so that could be it then. The lady, HR lady having to do with work. So the timing could be, let's look into the distant horizon. I'm curious more about what does this actually mean. I'm pretty certain though the child can represent like something new that's happening. So, but this is an enabling card and it's very positive. This is like your hopes and wishes. Okay, so it could be something that you wished for is coming true. It's like you are sailing to shore. This is also about opening your mind, developing new views, becoming more spiritual or philosophical, and if it's next to a mature woman, so it has something to do with this woman. It's something that was a daydream that's now becoming a real thing. Yeah, so it's like you're materializing something. Very good, very good. Okay. Let's get into some more with the tarot. I feel I'm hearing a congratulations. All right, let's see. Yeah, I got goosebumps. Look at this fool. He's so jolly. He's got a spring in his step, that's for sure. Something new is happening. It's a new you. It's a new start, a new adventure, a new fun direction that you're headed in. Something exciting. And you're feeling a little carefree and like a kid, like youthful and happy. It's going to be a bit of a leap of faith, right? And so a little bit of the unknown and the beginning of something, but also feeling of uh, beginning something exciting. It feels very positive and like infinite possibilities. You're like a kind of like fearless too, like I'm gonna do this, I've got this. It's, I feel like a nice attitude shift for you. Like you have a kind of optimism that might not have been there before, and people are taking notice of it. More, your disposition sunnier or brighter, more open to possibilities. Okay. Let's try this again. All right, there we go. The Knight of Pentacles coming through. Slow and steady wins the race. So I feel like you are winning something. And then the hopes again coming through. Hopes and dreams. Your wishes coming true. The Ace of Cups. The beginning of something new that you can I am hearing like sink your teeth into, but something that you like, that you love, you know. Back to the occupation card. It's like this is going to be something that you love to do and it feels good, you know. And also, like, side note, you might meet somebody too, but since this is a career reading, we're gonna go with this is you're gonna love this job. Okay. Anything else I need to know? I'm gonna go with these for now. So the Knight of Pentacles, I think, represents you. You know, like your beginning of your adventure and being ready and strong and forward thinking and moving and practical and this could be also what sees in you, that you're practical, reliable, that you prioritize security, you're persistent, you're productive, you stand firm, um, that you stay fixed on things, that you have good convictions, that you're like and slow and sure, but you know you get it done. So I think that all of your positive qualities are being noticed. That's good. And then the star is talking about magic and the natural world and the cosmic oneness and you know, also like maybe like when you might like to dive into, I know how you're always telling me your astrological signs, you know, your chart, and I think that universe wants you to try more of that. Like you could be very good with astrology and learning more about your chart or getting your chart done, learning what days are good days to do certain things, because that might be important in the upcoming days and weeks, is picking the right day to make certain initiatives. But generally it's also like you shining your light and kind of like this positive healing energy too, healing process. All right, so well, let's see what. Oh, I'm gonna use my Letterman, I guess. No, I use this one. This is more masculine. What does the Letterman have to say about it all? Maybe it can clarify. All right, yes, we have the clock. So it's a matter of timing. Timing is important here. That's why I feel like it's a good thing to use astrology when it comes to deciding the right time to do things. You have the will, well, again, with the wishes coming true. What you're wishing for is coming true. It's manifesting, but it's manifesting at its the divine time, the right time. And you can speed it up if you want. Again, with the child, this is very new and exciting, this adventure. And the clouds are saying some of it is not revealed yet. What I love is that there's clouds in these, you know, this is part of this kind of like dreamy, distant horizons, and this is like shows you the sun, but also it's covered by clouds a little bit because some of what's going to happen is a mystery and needs to be discovered as like like when you walk right up on it, like they like spirit can't give away too much, um but it is somehow related again with your house. Again, you have the family room in the house. So I feel like something about work, career, job, money has to do with a certain comfort level. The woman is here under the house, so could be like where you meet or something like that. Yes, anything else that I need to see, Spirit, from all of this? How about let's get a Sacred Rebel card. This one was really interesting. So I feel like there's a message in here for you. 2 times that I used it today, in the past 2 days. Ooh, the owl. You got two. You got the owl and the big bold vision. Very neat, nice. Okay. The, be the hunter, not the hunted. Okay. So it's kind of like don't ever default into victim mode. Remember, you're your own boss or the boss of your life, and whatever happens is not happening to you, it's happening for you. You take it and you grow from it, and you're a better person because of it. And it's not a rejection, it's divine timing, it's all of those things, right? So sometimes we feel like that. If you feel like you're at the beck and call of circumstances, situations, and relationships that are outside of your control, then maybe you have to look at it differently. Um, there's a big difference between healthy supportiveness in a relationship, but it means self support too, and ignoring your own journey out of misplaced guilt, shame, or unworthiness. Don't ever see yourself as unworthy of anything. If you weren't chosen before, or circumstances happened before, or rejection, it wasn't because of your self-worth, it was because of the timing and circumstances as they were in that moment. Of course, we can always grow and learn, learn from mistakes or learn from situations and do better, but it that doesn't mean that we're not worthy. We're always worthy. Um, so see through those assumptions and expectations. Um, There's some news here. You are capable of seeing the truth, outsmarting old patterns, and responding more creatively to craft new and improved relationships. You don't have to be drawn into the dramas of others or the suffering of repetitive struggles. You can become still and intent with a willingness to see the truth. In doing so, you will be open to being shown another way through the inner wisdom of your minds and your hearts, or a flash of insight from the great universal mind that penetrates your own awareness. Um, this oracle also brings you particular guidance that there is a message coming your way, and this message will be important to you, and you're not to paint it as anything more or less than what it is. Sit with your heart, take your time. Even if there's a deadline for your answer, you will be able to bend and stretch time so that in your relaxation you can feel for what your truth is in the situation at hand and respond appropriately. So also you have to be very consider the gift and everything that goes with it, and be very thoughtful about it, and keep your self-worth above it all, and what you feel like you're gonna like doing. But I feel like the choice is leading you to something you really like. So, this is a very powerful time for you coming up soon. And no matter how seemingly small or how apparently dramatic events around you appear to be, know that you're stepping into a new phase of empowerment. From that place, a new freedom of self love will emerge. Mother Nature offers you the wisdom medicine of the owl, the ability to hear what is not spoken and see what is hidden in the darkness. Okay, so the owl will clarify the the clouds. The power and magic of the owl is working with you, and Mother Nature is by your side, assisting you in navigating the current life transition into a new way of being. All right, what is this big, bold vision coming through? You were not born to play a small role in life. You have the ability to dream big. Even if, see, I think like Spirit's saying, don't just settle, like maybe push envelope even more. Maybe they have a certain, like, we're ready to offer you this, and you're like, nope, I think I want this, even. Or I don't know exactly what the the message is. I mean, what is the meaning is, but I just feel like you deserve the most. You deserve a lot. So be bold, I guess. Um, Even if you have absolutely no idea about how your visions can come to pass or what all the details may look like, you can access the heart and guts of a vision by tapping into your wildest dreams and surrendering attachment to exactly how it will all work out. The details are up to the creative genius of the universe. You are an active, contributing participant, but not the sole player in your life journey. There is something, a vision or an idea that is coming to you. You may worry that it's too much for you, but don't worry. It's meant to be yours. Although you might have some adjustments to make and some tweaking to do as you let go of your limited thinking and open up to a fearless aspect of and fearless acceptance of bigger, brighter, or more radical and more potent possibilities of creatively living your light in the world. You are cracking out of your limited thinking, and yes, there's going to be a win-win situation coming through. And so living big is the answer. Remember, when something is right for you, endless synchronicities and support will flow your way at the right time and in the right way. So stay open, receptive, playful, and surrender. You're about to receive or be invited to become part of a grand visionary beginning. It has the makings of something fantastic. No matter how the journey begins, this vision into reality unfolds, and there will be some twists and turns that you don't see coming. It's still helpful for you to be open to it. Trust your heart, be still with your choices, and when the time feels right and truthful, leap. So just trust in your intuition above all of it. And the feeling, like when things are exciting and feel good, then trust in that. It's a positive energy. Trust that things will be coming up roses for you. Even if everything seems to be in a bit of shambles now, it's really just the essential mess before a truly spectacular success. Wow, I love that. There's this little affirmation here too. It says, I release all blocks to my vision. I release all beliefs, conscious and unconscious, stored in my body or mind that would have me belittle or minimize myself out of fear or ignorance. I choose to be bold, big, bright, to vision with my heart and receive all the genius of the universe in supporting that vision and coming to life. So be it. And then that completes your healing process and repeat it over and over again. All right. Very nice, Maurice. Congratulations. I feel like congratulations. Oh, Heta, sorry. There is another person who wanted a card. Welcome. And after I get at the end of this list, then I'll see what I can do for Kine and for you, Heta. You're welcome, Maurice. All right, and now it is Kate's turn. I hope you're still available, Kate. Hey, what's going on? Oh yeah, we're gonna read for your concert that you're going to. Welcome back, just in time. So, what's the question I should ask about the concert? How will it go? Person, the festival. Will you meet anybody? Let's look into that. Right? How will the festival go next week? I will probably meet lots of men. Any worth anyone worth the effort, or only guys hooking up looking to hook up? Okay. Tomorrow. That's fast. Tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. Okay. Spirit. It's like doing your this weekend. Okay, well, I'm going to use my Lenormand. 4 days metal fest. Here I'm gonna do a little metal hands. Metal. How is that going to? Wow. Okay. I've never been to a 4-day metal fest, but I did go to an all-day metal fest. Yeah, a couple times. I did this one at Buzz. It was a Buzz Fest. Oh, was it Buzz Fest? No, Buzz Fest didn't have just metal. This was something else, but it was in the woodlands, and it was really cool. And yes, but I did not meet beyond the hookup. But it was a fun time. All right. Metal Fest. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna use my letterman. How is this gonna go? This festival tomorrow. Are guys that you see are only gonna be like the hookup types? So like Knights of Wands. We have the house. Very good. It feels there's something cozy about the situation. You might find a nice place like a place to chill, or I don't know, like a little covered area, a little something like that. Okay. Some of it is like, and it could be like weather. It's like oh my goodness, the weather and the scenery quite beautiful. There could be rainbows too. It could be like a mix. Like at first, it seems like it's gonna rain, but then it clears up. Is it gonna be hot? It might be humid. Ooh, the snake. There is some you are getting this kind of like Scorpio energy. Like you are very attractive. People see you with sex appeal. They see you as sexy. Do they see you as marriage material? Are these people are gonna see beyond just the sexy? Gonna be too hot on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, I'm the hottie. Yes, you're the hottie. Speaking of hot, that's like spirit flirting with you. Yeah, it's gonna be hot. You're hot. Oh, spirit, you're so funny. That must have been Archangel Michael. He always says stuff like that. Oh, look, you have the writer. Okay, that's good. So the writer. This is an interesting energy coming through. A delivery, news, information, something new, a messenger, a visitor, an announcement. Some kind of announcement. Very soon, some kind of announcement or visitor. So somebody you maybe you recognize them, a visitor. Somebody visits the festival and you are like, hey. Anything else? And the whip again with the sexy. So there's a lot of sex appeal here, and the coexist, but the community is very harmonious. We're all visitors, that's true. I feel like, yeah, but it could be something like that. There could be, I feel like a converse. We don't have the birds here, but I'm feeling a common thing that's being noticed or discussed or felt because you're all visitors visiting this place is the scenery and the weather, and also the community. It's like being like you're gonna feel like you're at church. you know, like all these people coming together for a common cause, and you're all like-minded, and it feels very unified, but there's a lot of different kinds of people, and they're all really interesting. And I feel like overall you've got the look, you've got the sex appeal, and people are interested in you. Let's see what's going to happen. Band members visiting. Like the house could be a backstage thing. I don't know if that's related. Like you visiting backstage, you visiting a private room, or some see like something about this cozy space area, and some kind of announcement. Hey, you hottie out there, come over here, or something like that. So let's see. Visitors from other European countries. Yeah. hmm But this could also represent like an announcement, so speech or news or some kind of delivery. Somebody delivers something. All right. Ooh, okay, interesting. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, here's a dude. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, here's one guy. He's kind of a nerd, and he makes things. he's kind of He's got arts and crafts. The arts and crafts guy. And here's a guy. He like really likes you. He's kind of romantic. So he's not like a player type. He's actually got a nice way with words. He might somebody that might uh, try to use like a pickup line maybe. You know, what's a nice girl like you doing at a metal concert like this? Metal. But and then the Ace of Swords, and an intellectual spark as well. So could be, it does feel, I mean, it feels like you got the best of all worlds here with the sex appeal, the heartfelt energy, and the intellectual energy as well. But this guy is like a craftsperson, somebody who makes things, and you know, like a little store or shop or a booth, or oh, he could be the merchandise guy. um, yes, something having to do with that. Let's see. Let's try to keep going. Let's look into this more here. Well, let me talk about these. Okay. So the Eight of Pentacles, mastering a craft, apprentice skills, creating a body of work, perseverance, artistic voice, and creative. Okay. I don't see him as a performer. I see him as the merchandise person. The Knight of Cups. He's sensitive. He's imaginative. He appreciates beauty. He's sentimental, tender. Yeah, enchantment. Sounds like a nice guy. Ooh, you might meet somebody. Oh, that reminds me. I should ask the what's next in love for you. A metal market with lots of stalls. Oh, there we go. So you might meet somebody in a stall that's selling stuff, but I'm not sure if it's the same guy. This seems like a different guy. So there's a guy selling stuff, but there's a guy buying stuff, and he's really sweet. And you get into a conversation. He's sort of dreamy. Yeah. Let's see what's happening tomorrow in your love life. Tomorrow in love for Kate's. Well, this wanted to flip over. Like there is something that you're going to buy or somebody's going to give you that you'll save as a way to remember tomorrow the festival. Ooh, love language, physical touch. So yeah, you're gonna find a lot of physical touch. Maybe, especially if you get into a mosh pit or you get into places where everything's really, the bodies are really tight together, you might get some grabs or something. I'm saying you're going to have more than one experience. You're going to have the nerd that's selling merch. You're going to have the sweet guy that talks nice to you and intelligently. And then you're going to have grabs and other people who are just like, hey, baby, hot mama. Ooh, somebody's going to say something nice to you. Uh, Affirmations, loving words hold great power. This dude could be the loving words kind of guy. Like somebody who talks to you respectfully, doesn't, who's not just gonna say, "Hey, baby, hey, mama, give me some of that sugar," or something like that. Uh, you can't got a milk. What is it? Can I have some fries with that milkshake? Or something like that. I don't know. Man, you're gonna meet lots of people, friendly people, like a lots of admirers. And maybe somebody like like not too sexy with, somebody just friendly, like just friendship kind of energy that could go somewhere, and good communication with people too. So you might have like a heart to heart, somebody that pulls you off and talks to you deep into your eyes, or I don't know, like this guy looks kind of dreamy, looks kind of sweet. So, let's see anything else that we can learn from the kipper. Oh, mature woman. I wonder what that means. You might be connecting with somebody who's younger than you and they like you because you're an older woman. Or there could be like some younger dudes, who are interested specifically because you're, MILF or whatever. Well, I don't know, the older lady type. You're not that old. It's just like, I guess to some people you're older and some people you're younger, but you're like the perfect age because everybody is attracted to you. But yeah, so you're gonna have some of the the youngins interested as well as the oldens. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying you're the perfect age, because it's both. Oh, and see, there you go. And for some, compared to some, you're just a kid. So some people see you as an older lady, and some people see you as a kid. Wow. Okay. So see, a gift is, somebody might give you a present, some kind of gift that you take home as a memento of the day. Some kind of little gift, a token, I don't know, something, a button, I don't know. Something that you can put away. And then distant horizons, interesting. Um, so something that comes from this, maybe you connect with somebody and you have a long distance relationship with them. Maybe like a foreign person that you like, exchange numbers or whatever, and you form a friendship, and but it's long distant kind of thing, or something like that. So there you go. I see a lot of potential here. I don't see any lack of people interested, that's for sure. And I do see a potential of something going in a certain direction. You some good conversations, you got people around you, you have friends made, and then something a little more heartfelt, something that could, and then that might lead into the future, some kind of communicating with this person in the future. But yeah, lots of touchy-feely stuff too. It's good because you're gonna feel really great in your element. You're gonna feel attractive. You're gonna enjoy it. The weather will hold up. It could be a little, iffy, but I think it'll hold. And yeah, probably hot. But the whole environment in general, I think, feels nice. So very good. You want some advice? Let's see. Let's ask the sacred rebels for the medal, because I like this one. This is perfect for a metal concert. Okay, sacred rebels. Ooh, what do you feel? When I first looked at her, I thought she didn't have a shirt on. I like thought her boobies were exposed, and now I see that she's wearing a shirt. That's interesting. Why my vision did that. Okay. So something could be happening where you have to examine your feelings. There are many opinions around you. Some are helpful, but others are distracting from your truth. Although it can be helpful to hear the thoughts of others, when it all comes down to it, you will have to come to your own decision. Do you know how are, how your path is your path to be chosen, lived, and created only by you? Someone else cannot become the source of your decision making power without negative repercussions for both of you in the long run. This oracle comes to you because you have become swept up in thinking things through. You have been thinking about which way to go with a matter of importance, and you have got a bit stuck in the logic of the decision making process. Sometimes we have to accept that any path is a path forward, and if it's not the best path, we can change our approach later on if needed. If we're slightly off base with a decision, life will often shift and move to guide us back on track. We don't have to be perfect. In fact, there's rarely ever a perfect choice to be made, just some choices that feel more heart honoring than others. Sometimes we can only really know in hindsight if we made the best choice possible in that moment. At the time of decision making, we only really have our internal wisdom to rely upon, and that is all we need. So, the oracle of what do you feel is telling you that there is no need to punish or traumatize yourself with possible choices. Just making a choice will set things in motion. The best way to catalyze the situation you are in and bring about healing change, stimulate your creative juices, and find a more inspired, energized, and enjoyable approach to your life is to just make a choice based on what you feel right now, not based on anyone else's feelings, just yours. So ask yourself, what do I need? What do I feel right now? And go from there. If you cannot relate to the need to make a choice between two or more alternatives, then the oracle brings you this message. You are at a crossroads in your journey, and the choices you make at this time, even simple choosing to do things a little differently without much drama associated to the decision, are powerful triggers for some great magic to enter your life. Take a different approach to something. Be open to that which makes you uncomfortable, but could be exciting and interesting. I'm kind of getting that even if somebody's energy feels more about, um, like you said, a hookup, it may not be just that. It may just, they may be giving off a hookup energy and maybe they're more than that. And so, and I think Spirit's trying to say that don't like, don't overthink things too much. Like, kind of go with your heart a little bit more and a little less with your head. Like using your head is good, especially in big situations like this, but maybe letting go a little bit and making a choice and not overthinking it. So, um, yeah, it matters less that you do the most wonderful thing ever. Too much pressure, and the more that you simply take in action uh, from your heart. Open up to the creative magic of life and don't worry about how it is all going to work out. The bigger creative flow of life is sorting out all the details, and you're not immune to that plan. In fact, you are a natural part of it. So just spend some time with your own feelings and know that all is going to work out perfectly. There you go. So Spirit's guaranteeing you're going to have everything's going to work out great tomorrow. So close your eyes, relax, rest your palms facing upwards on your legs. Imagine that you have a ball of light in each hand. If you find it hard to visualize or feel, you may prefer to draw this process in your journal instead. Focus on one ball of light first. Think about the color and how heavy it is. Turn your attention to the second ball. Repeat. And then when you're ready, choose one. You can do that if you have a serious choice to make, but I feel like um, I feel like it's gonna be probably easy. Just kind of go with your gut. Yeah, there you go. Just kiss someone, kiss the girl, right? Kiss the boy. But yeah, it's kind of like that. I think definitely like that. Like, don't overthink it. Go with the flow, and if it's something that like later you start to regret, who cares? You fix it later, whatever. Like, oops, okay, well, I guess I won't call you or talk to you. But it doesn't have to necessarily be something that ends up badly. It can, and bad and goodly, they're kind of loose terms anyway, right? Like a lot of the decisions that we have made in life, we're like, oh, I should have done something different at that point in my life. But what if we had, and we had been, and it taken us on a whole different road? Like, really, maybe we were meant to make that one mistake in order to learn all the things that we learned on that particular road. So whatever, life is a journey, it's an adventure, and I think it's going to be a great day. Yeah, right. Exactly. Me too. I usually do regret the things that I didn't do as well because I'm a little bit cautious. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I feel like Spirit's trying to say lean into it a little bit, lean into the day, the wildness of the day, the excitement and adventurousness of the day. It's a metal concert after all. So get metal. So yeah. Oh my gosh. There was like this one metal concert. It wasn't a festival, but a concert I went to. I don't even remember. The guy came out with a chainsaw and audience people were like biting me. And it's like, ouch. But it was fun. It was all very, I was like, this is definitely a metal concert. I had a full metal experience. It was fun. Get hammered. Okay, yeah. You're welcome, Kate. We'll have a great time. I'm excited for you. And yeah, let me know how everything goes. All right, and Laura. I think I need to use the ladies' room. Hi, Joey. Hi, Cherry. I hope you're doing awesome. I am doing awesome. Feels good to be with you guys tonight on this wacky Wednesday. That's what I should have called it. Wacky Wednesday with Kate and Maurice and you and Giggles. Laura, I'm gonna go use the ladies' room. Okay, for me. What spirit wants me to know? Have a busy couple of weeks. Okay. Spirit. All right, be right back. All right. Busy couple of weeks, huh? Alrighty, let's see. Let's see what the tarot has to say. What's going on? What does Spirit want you to know? Pumpkin's doing good. She was trying to bang down the door a couple of times a minute ago, but I kicked her out. It's not that I kicked her out, it's just she's like in and out playing and not deciding to stay in any place particular. But she slept me all night. She's been kissing me a lot lately. Like the other night, she was licking me the whole night. Like I couldn't sleep because she was licking me the whole night. Oh, my little pumpkin. She's just making sure I'm alive and I'm like, don't go anywhere and check, you know. Anyway, she's good. So Laura, as the messages come out too, if you feel any like, I also love the card that looked like you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was my deck. This one, the one with the snake. Yeah, so actually this is my dad, his face when he was young. And these are random people. Like, it could be me, but not necessarily. My sister thinks this is her, but it's just some random redhead as well. She's a redhead, so every redhead is her, right? This is my niece Linnea, though. She's the one that graduated, and we went to go see her. And this is a random dude, too. Like, this is Henry Cavill mixed with my features, so it's like me and Henry Cavill's baby. And he's random, too, like some person I saw on. There's my sister. This is a little more her. And this is supposed to be represent Cherry's mother, but it doesn't look like my mom. She's a little bit different. She's a model. And that's actually me with blonde hair. And that's me, mermaid, right? With a different body. And this is kind of like a mix of like, this is an older gentleman, but also mixed with different people's features. This is somebody else's art that I liked. My daughter, Sierra. And there's Linnea when she was little. And this is a random lady. And there's me. Or I guess, kind of me. Her blue eyes feel like they're like glowing, aren't they? Yep. We'll get to that. We can start with that. Let's start with it. So, good. Yeah, I drew most of them. This next deck that I'm designing, I'm drawing all the pictures. This is kind of a little bit of mix of my like photo / my drawings. It's kind of mixed. But the more I do it, now I'm like really confident with my digital art. But the more I do it, like you can see in that one deck that I have, this was like the first attempt I made at doing my own art. But a lot of it was like, famous fairy artists, people, different famous fairy images. But there's my daughter, so there I started drawing with this one. And these are all like Margaret, forgot her name, Margaret something art, a lot of that. Famous fairy art. And then there's my daughter's best friend, Holly. So I only did a few in this deck, my own art. I kind of, this one I sort of put together, like I sort of pieced the pieces together. So sort of like photo layered art. And she's like not exactly a drawing, she's more like a photo generated art as well. And she's also a slightly adjusted photo generated. I changed the wings and made her look a little more. Now this one, the mermaid, I had drawn a long time ago. And I used to have blonde hair, and that's kind of like how I saw myself back in those days. Yeah. Here, so that's it. So I just did a few on this deck, but now if you want to see on my Patreon page, you can see, and I've made on Patreon, I've made all my posts now public, all my artwork public, so anybody can see what I'm doing. And yeah, I've got a lot. Well, I can show you. So this is my tarot book that I'm in, kind of like sketching design, but there's this represents the Fool, and there is the Magician. And things, I'm gonna be tweaking it a little, so like the original one for the High Priestess is that, but I just finished drawing this one, and yeah, I'm like, as I get better, like I decide I'd rather have the more glossy one. I don't know. So I'm not sure if like if I'll do more of a cartoony or line drawing for the minor arcana, but I was thinking for the major arcana a little bit sleeker. Thank you. Well, thanks for being interested. And then there's my sister. And my brother-in-law. There's Greg. There's the lovers and my brother and sister, and Daniel in the car, and my cousin Anya. She's the one coming over Friday, and the hermit. Okay, thank you, honey. That's my daughter's boyfriend, and I have to do a Wheel of Fortune. And there's Justice, my mom when she was younger. And there's Sergio, he just made some fajitas. So birth, random baby. There's my goddaughter, Bella, who just graduated as well. And I think like this is random couple. It started off as this couple that were tattooed artists, tattooed people. They're really beautiful photography, so I use them as but I did kind of make this sort of my fantasy figure. The tower is going to be interesting. It's like going to be Jack and Jill. There's my daughter as the star, and random biker guy as the biker, and then Jackson as the sun. And I just finished this picture, the band. I haven't put it, pasted it on here. I gotta print that out. And there's Linnea again, the graduate. And so yeah, and I'm gonna do. So here's my new design for the High Priestess, and I'm gonna do a new High Priest or Hierophant too. So, and then I have I was thinking I have all these ideas for the minor arcana, but there you go. That's the next deck coming up. So you guys, I don't know like I don't know how to do the Kickstarter stuff and get funded and blah blah blah, but I really like to figure that out. So maybe I I could get more yeah, I could get I did send an email to Tarot Stack to see if there's any way that they could help me, but yeah. So that's going to be like a romantic fairy slash archetype deck. This one is my little baby Lenormand. All right, so let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Ooh, I have the bear and the crossroads. So I feel like you're boss at something. You're the big boss, and you have to make an important decision or choice. Ooh, and you're the main lady. Yeah, you're a big boss, main lady, or you're a main lady and you're dealing with a boss, and you have to choose something. And a gift is coming through, or a surprise, some kind of surprise maybe. Hmm. The bear has to do with finances and also like I always see it as a man, a big, strong, burly man. Sometimes it could be like a boss, like I said, or some kind of manager, or the official person, or something having to some kind of person who's protective, or maybe a little too protective. Um, but yeah, the crossroads it has to deal with things that are in twos. The 222. It could be a pair of something. It could be like making, an alternative, like this or that. It could be a literal road that you are on when you're driving, something like that too. And you being the fairy, this isn't a very important choice to you. But the bouquet is a positive energy. Like the crossroads not negative. The crossroads is a positive also. Um it's just you have to figure things out. That's all. You have to it's kind of like the two of swords. Sometimes the best way is to, in this case, follow the deer. So go where the deer leads you. There's always going to be signs and clues which way is the best way to go. But just like with Kate, like don't stay in your choice too long. Like make a choice. Any choice is a choice, but making no choice is a bad choice. You know what I mean? Just doing nothing or being stagnant, that's bad. Make a choice. It doesn't matter if there's going to be times where you think, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that." No, it doesn't matter because either choice you make, there's certain things that you're going to learn on the way, right? And it's all part of the big picture and the life path. All right, we got the house. So something having to do with your home or business, location. And mice, the mice in my deck have to do with like they're like the Cinderella's mice. They're like little elves. They fix things up when you're not looking. They work behind the scenes. They're they're like the help that you didn't expect to happen, and then suddenly somebody comes and helps you out. Just like how the mice made her dress and she walked in. She was so a long day's work. It could be the bear that does this. Maybe you're a boyfriend or boss. Like maybe you'll have a long day, and at the end of the day, there's a bubble bath waiting or something like that, or a nice surprise, like a happy thing, like or maybe you feel like you have too much responsibilities, too much to take on, and and you find later that everybody else chipped in and figured it out. So yeah, I mean, normally the mice card is about like deteriorating or gnawing on things, and it could still be that, like something that gnaws at you, or something that you're trying to tear, something that gets kind of torn apart or messed up. It could also be like important to declutter and clean things up, or to find, maybe you're looking for something that seems kind of like lost in the mess. But I do get the feeling like the mice are like helpers, you know, they're helping you out. Let's see what else. And this mountain, the mountain and the crossroads, I kind of, you know, a lot of times when they come out together, I see it as like literal um, scenery and places that you drive. And the mountain, a lot of times when we look at the mountain, we're like, I can't get over that mountain. Well, you don't have to. Just take the forked road to the right of this and la 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 la. You know, this could have to be like GPS or something like that. It's like, you don't make a mountain out of a molehill, or don't look at the mountain and think that's impossible to get over. I drew this mountain, by the way. I did draw this. I used James Julier tutorial and drew this mountain. But the mountain, you know, like could have a little river that you could sail around, or you could, or has a little road that you drive around it. You don't actually have to climb over it. There's lots of ways to get around the mountain. Or you don't even have to get around the mountain. Or maybe that mountain is actually quite small and it looks big. So it's like a perspective energy, like maybe taking in on it, taking a different view of something, changing your perspective. Oh, that makes sense. My boyfriend is going to help me tomorrow. I've been overwhelmed. Nice, see? Yeah, he's like gonna help you make change that perspective. Like you were seeing as this big mound of work, a mountain out of a molehill, but with his help, it's gonna look way better at the end of the day. All right, and there's Linnea with your good luck. So the clover brings good luck, yay. And then you're free sailing. Smooth sailing, smooth sailing. But the clover is definitely a happy thing. It's good luck and uh less carefree, optimistic, easygoing, getting your humor back, joking around, having a good old time. So three does for you. It changes your mood greatly, and everybody feels happy. And then, like, you might be thinking of a some kind of vacation or movement, transition, travel of some sort, adventure. So if that's true, then, or if you've been thinking about it, then great. You're leaning into the right, or a direction that is encouraged by spirit. But, you know, any choice is a fine choice. But adventure, I think adventure is one of those things that spirit encourages a lot. Let's see what the tarot says. Oh, you got the Nine of Wands. Ooh, that's nice. This is like feeling good, sitting pretty, feeling confident. The second wind, ready to take on after a little bit of break and taking a breath. Now you're ready to put your full energy into something again. So this is also dedication and persistence and power and ambition and drive. Yeah, this is you having stamina, long-term goals, and seeing them through. And this is also guardianship too. So they're important to you and taking care of that. I feel though that your persistence is important. Sticking with it, stick to it energy. Even if you need a break, a rest, a time off, a vacation, then you can get back to it again. Ooh, you got the World card. Climaxes. I don't know why that's the first thing I thought of, climax, but culmination, completion, succeeding. Ooh, this is what Nine of Wands made me think of Nine of Pentacles because she's so pretty and in a garden. But it's the sitting pretty card. It's luxury, life of luxury. Look at this, and the sun shining on everything. So you are about to embark on a journey that gets you to a life of luxury, and where you won't have to worry about finances too much. This is abundance, prosperity, fruitfulness, financial independence, luxury, a harvest, empowered progress, a bounty, aesthetic pleasure too, self-sufficiency, refinement, the finer things. And the sun shines so bright on it. It's radiant, it's warm, vitality and optimism and contentment and well-being and confidence and expansiveness and self-expression. So you like hitting the big time here. I want to see like what is this exactly? Is this, let me see what the Kipper says this is. Is this having to do with money? Are you going to win, literally win something? Ooh, see the privileged lady. It's like your destiny. You are like, you're just going to be known for being somebody who has a lot of money and you're privileged. People are going to see you as privileged, although you are, you know, you had to work for it, but people are going to assume that you just had it, like you're an heiress or something. Income could be coming through. Marriage could be coming through. And speaking of marriage, let's see what's coming up next in your love life. Ow. What's next in love? I feel like you're you know, you're not like getting married in the near future, that your partnership with your boyfriend is very strong and may have a lot to do with your financial good luck. Ooh, see, again with the holiday. So enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. Feeling that. I'm feeling that. Like that's important. And he's your best friend too. Now honor that part of your connection too, the friendship energy. Ooh. So maybe playing dress up or role play, something exciting like that. There could be some things that y'all are not telling each other. Maybe you need to open up. Or maybe this is being like playful and dressing up or going to a ball or something mysterious and fancy. Let's see, anything else? Very nice. This is your soulmate. You have you found your romantic counterpart. So that is him. He is the one. Or he is at least one of your many soulmates if you have more than one. So I'm gonna get you Sacred Rebels too. We'll see. What do they want to say to you? Mm. What you want wants you. And that's not just true for love, like that's true for anything. Like what you want will come to you because you want it, you know. It's like you asked spirit that you want a certain outcome or a certain thing to manifest, and that thing wants to manifest for you. Do you dare to believe what you want is also wanting you? The genuine desires of your heart are the sacred purpose of the soul, swathed in pleasure. Yet, if you have been shamed, judged for, made to feel guilt over, or denied your natural desires or pleasures in any way, you may have developed a very tricky and complicated relationship with the yearnings of your heart. We often learn to distrust our own desires and come to believe that they are something to be overcome or avoided. We may even try to want second best, disbelieving that we are worthy of our first choice, of what we really genuinely want and would fulfill us deeply. Perhaps we have conditioned ourselves to believe that getting what we want is for others, not us. This oracle comes with a healing message for you. First, trust in what you truly want, not the substitutions and make do's, but what you would truly bring a sense of passionate, playful purpose and fulfillment into your life. You may not know anything more than I want to sing, or I want to write, or I want to help animals, or I want to paint. Start with what you know, hold it to your heart as you do the healing process below. If you generally do not know what your heart wants, you will very much enjoy the process of exploring your desires by making gentle and persistent inquiries of yourself. Ask yourself what it is that truly moves you. Give this matter consistent attention without forcing a response. Your answers may come in a sudden flood or slowly over time. As you get to know your genuine desires and give yourself permission to feel and receive them, a powerful sequence is set in motion. From the depths of the universe, your desire hurtles its way toward you as the perfect manifestation. It is coming to you even now, manifesting itself as the best situation or relationship or circumstance to bring fulfillment to your heart, radiance to your life path, and a creative awakening. So don't give up. Keep dreaming of your fulfillment, but don't imagine it as always awaiting you in some distant future. Instead, play with what it will feel like to be so fulfilled right now. How will you feel different? Will you be more grateful, more peaceful and content, more confident, more trusting of your ability to create in the loving responsiveness of this wild universe? Cultivate those feelings. Get to feel what genuine desire and the meaning of that desire. That can then generate a new desire is like for you. Give yourself permission to go there right now. Remember, if you have people in your life who are shutting you down, suggesting that what you want is not possible or that you are aiming too high, then they need this healing too. Perhaps you can inspire them by giving yourself permission to heal. This will naturally open them to the idea that they could give themselves permission to know and fulfill their unique desires too. Whether someone chooses to be inspired by you or be fearful of your innate creative power is completely up to them. This oracle brings you a message that whether you see it coming or not, your desire is already on its way to you. It is closer than you think, and soon you'll be able to see it, touch it, feel it, and enjoy it. You will then become inspired for your next manifestation based on the true desires of your heart. And to heal, you can say a statement like this: what I want wants me, and I am open, willing, and capable to receive it through unconditional love now. Say it many times as you want to. All right, Laura. Oh, I'm starting to get a little tired. My back hurts a little bit. But if you need any more messages, you can reach out to me and I can see what else we might like to add to this. But I think we had quite a nice juicy reading here. I feel like there's something really exciting happening, something unexpected, something that leads you to a big life of abundance. And I think it's a lot, it has to do with this and perspective and attitude change too, like, you know, that you're worth it, and you don't have to just settle for the second choice. You can have that first choice. You can have that. So I think I can have that too. And everybody get this deck, the Cherry Enchantress Lenormand, with at makeplayingcards.com. It might be a little bit pricey, but it definitely helps me. And I thank you very much. And you can also get this deck if you want, the Romantic Fairy Oracle. And you can also get this deck, the Fairy Forecast Oracle, and my tarot deck. The first one I have out is the Romantic Tarot, which is got pre-Raphaelite art in it. But the next one I put out will have all my own original art, and I'm very excited about that. So thank you all for showing up and your readings. I enjoyed hanging out with y'all. Until next time, Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.